Hey beautiful, it's your girl Dr. J on my way home from church, and just had a couple of conversations with people. And as I'm riding home and we're kind of quiet in the car, I'm just thinking about some different things, and I had to share this because a lot of times, and this is really for my ladies, not that this does not apply to men, because it does, but I'm really talking to my women right now. A lot of times we make people lifers when they are only seasonal people. A lot of times we make people lifers when they should not have been in our lives at any point in any way, shape, or form in the first place. A lot of times we grant access, we give permission to, we allow certain people to occupy space in our lives and to be present in a part of our lives who were not intended to be there. And I know firsthand as a woman, especially when it comes to romantic relationships in my past, I was that woman who I was catering to, I was spoiling, I was cooking 8-course, 5-course meals and doing all these different things, spoiling the heck out of a lot of different men. And not saying I was dating everybody, because I wasn't, that's not my style, but the guys that I was engaging with, that I was in a relationship with, or the guys that I was trying to be in a relationship with, if you will, I was giving so much. I introduced sex too early in the relationship. I introduced the spoiling and the catering, and then the almost doing handstands and backflips in the beginning of the relationship, or the beginning of the quote unquote friendship, or to get to know you type of thing, or situationship, whatever we want to call it. I introduced certain things too early on. And when I allowed them to have that level of access, when I gave them permission in that way, when I gave certain things to them, on the other side of it, they didn't feel like they had to do anything else. They didn't feel like they had to rise to the occasion. They didn't feel like they had to give me anything else, especially if we were not in a relationship already. They didn't have in their mind that, okay, I need to commit to her. I need to make sure we're exclusively together, that I need to do X, Y, and Z, because she's already doing what I want her to do. She's already making me a lifer when I don't even have the intention on being here through this season. And we make that mistake a lot of times, and because sometimes we're thinking with our heart, sometimes we become very emotional, sometimes we're in our feelings, sometimes it feels like that's a warm body, it's somebody that's comfortable, it's somebody that we truly desire to be with. And so we're going to do so much, we're going to give so much, we're going to commit so much and do certain things early on to make sure that we lock that person in, to make sure we show that person that we're worthy of them choosing us. We're worthy of them wanting to be with us. We're trying to prove ourselves to them. And then we're not in a relationship or in any type of whatever it may be with that person. It doesn't feel fulfilling. It doesn't feel like you're getting what you deserve or you need. It doesn't feel like your feelings or your desires or your needs are being met, because you're so busy in a one-sided relationship where you're giving everything, you're doing everything, you're granting access, you're giving permission, you're doing all the things, but that person doesn't feel like they want to give anything back to you in return. And we get caught up in that space sometimes as women because we want to be chosen. We don't want to be rejected, especially if that is the person that we truly desire to be with. We really and truly want that man. We really and truly want that person. We're going to do whatever it takes to be seen. We're going to do whatever it takes to be validated. We're going to do whatever it takes to be chosen. And you have to step back and look at yourself and say, wait a minute, am I out here doing almost backflips and handstands for a man that treats me like an option instead of a priority? Am I making him the priority and the prize and doing everything that I can do for him, yet he's not doing anything for me? Yet it's this one-sided thing where there's no reciprocity. There's me doing all the work. I'm initiating everything. I'm doing the calling, the texting, the engaging, or as far as the planning of different things, whether we're going to see each other or not. Like, I'm doing all the work, and then on top of that, I'm still catering, I'm still spoiling, I'm still loving, I'm still doing, and this person is just taking from me. This person is just taking from me. And they're doing this, why? Because you've already given them so much. Why else would they want to choose you? What else do they need to show you? Because if they gave you the bare minimum and you're doing all of this, then why do I need to put in any extra work? Why do I need to earn anything from you? Why do I need to show you something different? Why do I even need to be exclusive or to truly choose you when you've already given me everything that I want from you? So we have to be careful. We have to be careful. I'm not saying don't treat people nicely. I'm not saying you can't go in there and cook some food, or, you can't do certain things. What I am saying to you is it's levels to it. You can't make a boyfriend a husband and y'all just met. You can't make somebody you just met a boyfriend. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Sometimes we move too quickly and we get all in, and then our feelings get hurt. Our feelings get trampled on. Our hearts get trampled on because we're allowing certain things. We're doing certain things, and we're trying to move so quickly, or we're trying to say, pick me, choose me, look at me. And that person is like, yeah, you cute and all. I see what you're doing, but their intentions is not doing anything beyond what they are doing with you right now. You're not the chosen one. You're not the one they desire to be with. You're not the lifer for them, but you're making them the lifer for you. So we have to learn to be careful. We have to learn to scale it back a bit. We have to learn that, yes, while I may desire this person, that person also has to show me that they desire me. We have to be in this thing together. We both have to be actively participating and showing each other how much we love and care for each other. We have to have real conversations so I know where your mind is, where your heart is, and where your intentions lie, and you know the same things about me. The other side of it is we have to make sure that we are praying daily for discernment, especially when new people are entering into your life. Because a lot of times we don't ask God to discern things for us. We don't ask God to give us the discernment that we need, so that way we can focus on whether or not if this person is meant for us to be in our lives, or if this is a person that's seasonal, or if this is a person that maybe God didn't say that you're supposed to be in a relationship with them romantically. Maybe that's a business partner. Maybe that's a friend. Maybe that's, something other than what you're trying to make it to be. But we have to pay attention to those things. And we have to ask God, show me the intentions of this person, because you know the true heart of man. You know if there's malicious intent. You know if they really and truly don't have genuine intentions for me. You know if they don't care about me at all. You know what they're saying about me. You know what they're doing behind my back. You know all of these things. So because I know that you know those things, give me the discernment that I need and help me to open my ears, open my eyes, and be receptive of what you tell me and what you reveal to me, so that way I can prevent myself from going down a path of destruction, from going down a path that I don't need to go on, because I'm so focused on I want him. I want that person. They look good. That seems like the right thing for me. No, God, show me what you need me to see. Reveal what you need me to know about this person, so that way I'm protected, I'm covered, and I'm not making somebody a lifer. I'm not making somebody a priority that only sees me as a seasonal treat, that only sees me as somebody that's temporary, that only sees me as the person that's good for tonight, the person that's, well, it's convenient for you to be in my life. I don't need those type of people. I don't need those type of relationships, especially from a romantic standpoint. So women, we have to do better. Men too, but I'm talking to my women really. We have to do better when we are giving of ourselves, when we're introducing sex, when we are doing, which we shouldn't be out here fornicating. I'm just saying, if you're not married. But if you're going to do certain things, sometimes you got to check you. And you got to learn to scale back on some things, because every person that you meet, everybody that smiles at you, that gives you a little conversation, that shows you just a little bit of something, is not worth your time, effort, or energy, or for you to look at them as if they are a lifer in the beginning. You got to pay attention to the signs. You got to know who you are, what you deserve, what you desire. And y'all got to have conversations to make sure we're on the same page. We're on the same wavelength. And I'm not moving in one direction thinking we're working towards something, a purpose, that we're dating with a purpose, or we're moving towards a true relationship or marriage. And you over here thinking like, I was just trying to see what was good for the night. I was just trying to see what was good for this season. You like pumpkin spice. You're good for the season. But beyond that, I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to see pumpkin spice in the spring. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to really think about that, because we overlook that sometimes, we dismiss it sometimes, and we allow ourselves to be, we put ourselves in certain situations that we don't necessarily have to be in, because we get tunnel vision. We get so focused on, well, I like him, he look good, but everything that look good ain't good for you. Like my mom used to say, the grass ain't always greener over there, and everything that glitter ain't gold. So you have to be careful. You got to be careful with you, with your heart, with your feelings, with your emotions, with your goals, your desires, your dreams, your everything. You got to be careful with you. So stop making people lifers. Stop making people priorities. Stop jumping head first into situations until you get to know somebody, until God discerns that thing for you to tell you whether or not that's a person that you need to invest your time, effort, and energy in, because everybody is not worth that, and everybody does not deserve that from you. Stop making them lifers, y'all. Stop making them lifers. All right, y'all. It's your girl, Dr. J. Peace and love.